Hey, Bradley, I remember last year you said that in order to avoid the cannibalization issue, the way to build lead generation websites going forward is to build a homepage with the company's info, then a service page with the info on the different services the company offers. And then if we were to talk more about a specific service the company offers, talk about it on a page on a separate entity site other than the lead generation website. Does this still hold true today? Or what would you say is the proper way to structure a lead generation website? Thank you so much. So yeah, I mean, you know, stuff's constantly changing. Cannibalization was a significantly bigger problem. I noticed many months ago. It's probably I think sometime around June of last year. It looks like Google dialed that back a little bit. But what's interesting about it is I don't know that it's actually dialed the cannibalization back as much, like the problem that causes, as it is that it. Let me try to explain what I mean here. So I've been using Cora Lite. Well, I mean, I have the full Cora, but I only use it for the volatility tester, which um, is a great tool for determining if cannibalization is occurring, because Cora will go out and do 10 or however many successive searches you set, but the default setting is 10. So it's going to go whatever search query you put in. You can geolocate the browser, you can put a search query in, and then assign the domain that it should be looking for, a page URL from that domain, and then it goes out and does 10 searches back to back. Again, you can change the settings, you can do more or less if you want, but the default settings are 10 searches back to back. So like literally search, collect the top 100 results, kill it. Search, collect the top 100 results, kill it. It does that 10 times very quickly. And then it shows you the position in what for any of the page URLs that appeared from that domain that you assigned when you set up the report or the project or whatever. And it will show you the pages that have ranked within the top 100 results for that search query and the position at which they ranked each time. So it will show you, like, 10 comma 11 comma 11 comma x comma whatever. I don't have a report to show you right now. I don't have time to generate one. But if it shows x, then then that means that it didn't appear for that search query. But if you scroll down, you could see further down that there might be another URL that was potentially competing with that other page, and that all of a sudden popped into the search results, but it might be in position 34, right? And it's because, again, Google doesn't know which page it should be serving up for that search query, because there's multiple pages on that same domain that are targeting that keyword or a variant of that keyword. And so Google doesn't know. And that Quora tool, the volatility test, SERP volatility tester, would show that very clearly. And for months, every time I ran a Quora report on sites for clients and things like that, I would usually find cannibalization issues, and it was very clearly described in those reports. However, sometime around June last year, I noticed that stopped occurring nearly as much, but I'm still identifying potential cannibalization issues. So I don't know if, like, I believe cannibalization is still occurring, but it's being treated differently by Google, so that the core reports, at least, that they don't show it as clearly, in my opinion. And again, I could be wrong about that, but that's kind of what I've been seeing. So when I was talking about publishing content, what I meant by that was, a lot of the times clients want to see content published on a regular basis. And for years, that was my primary method for ranking local business clients, was, setting up a syndication network, connecting all of it from the RSS feed, and then hammering the syndication network properties with backlinks to power them up, and then just publishing content on the blog of the money site regularly, because it would distribute or syndicate that post out across the syndication network that had just been hammered with backlinks. So we juiced them up and all that kind of stuff. And for years, that's how I got results for clients. I'm not kidding. For many years of my local SEO agency, that is literally all we did. And we got results time and again for all clients for that. Sometimes it required more effort than others, but it was the activity of publishing content regularly. But the algorithm shifted. Now the problem with just publishing content for activities purposes, or for the sake of charging the client for a recurring deliverable, which, I understand that too. But it can cause problems, because you have too many pieces of content on the site that are targeting a keyword or a variation of that keyword. Then that's what causes cannibalization. So what I was talking about was, develop the top level pages on the site. And then if you want to do blogging for the sake of blogging, right, the activity type posts, then do that on external branded domain, like extensions of the brand, external assets, which means like Blogger, Tumblr, WordPress, Weebly, etc. Like any one of those, right? Just you can, and or cycling through them. If you have a branded network of profiles of Web 2.0 blogs that are branded and interlinked and all of that, then on 1 month, or one post published on Blogger, one on G Sites, one on Weebly, one on WordPress, one on Tumblr, etc. Like, not the same post because I don't really syndicate so much anymore, but unique and separate articles on each blog, right? You could cycle through them, or you could pick one and that becomes the external blog, whatever. All I'm saying is you would, that way you're not creating cannibalization and competing pages on the same domain. That's all that was. Okay, hopefully that's clear. How would I structure a lead generation website? Well, I've taught about this in the mastermind. I just recently finished a whole nother, took me 2 weeks to build a high level template. But you can go take a look at this just as an example, guys. Go look at Buchanan. This is the example site that I built specifically. This one's actually got some components that were stripped down because this is a very rural area. So there's like some of the georelevance data I couldn't pull for some of these locations just because there's not very much data around here. I just not very many points of interest where I'm at. But this is one that I don't mind sharing as a kind of just an example site. But this is the structure I've talked about many, many times, guys. It's the same one from looking at like the Newberg or Grim Reaper Tree Services site, etc. It's the same kind of structure. So what we've got here is 4 different service pages. These are each page optimized for a separate service. I'm not trying to rank the service pages. The service pages have nothing to do with ranking. Well, they do through internal linking, they do, but I'm not trying to rank these pages. So we have 4 separate service pages. The home page is really the brand page, and it's optimized for, in this case, a county, because all of the locations that we're optimizing for are within this one county. So we optimize the homepage for brand plus county, right? So top level topic or category term plus county. And then we have 4 separate service pages, which could potentially be combined on the one page because these are all very closely related services that fall under the tree service category. So they could potentially be combined, but they could also be separated out, which is what I did in this build. This structure performs quite well. And then we've got the service pages. The service pages is what we're trying to rank, not not necessarily the homepage and not these service pages. It's the service area pages, excuse me, the location pages. That's what we're trying to rank. So if you see that, this one, again, I changed the method up a little bit, but why I've done it this way is because you can see that this one is optimized really for city plus tree service. This is really kind of keyword optimization, not category or topic optimization, but there's no Google business profile associated with this. But there's the top level topic term right there, tree maintenance, and it's the H1. And I did that intentionally because I found that anyway, I don't have time to get into it. We only got 6 minutes, but this is a really good high performing type of structure for local lead gen. And again, it's about optimizing service pages that don't need to be optimized for any one location. Again, go back and look at this as an example. There's no mention of location in these pages. It doesn't need to be. What we're trying to rank are the location pages. So if you optimize the location page for the top level topic or category term, then you can rank each location page for each service plus location. Does that make sense? Because again, that's why again, looking at these pages, you'll see that I have the top level topic term as the H1. Because again, I've done some experimenting with this, and you can optimize the SEO title or the first H1, excuse me, or the H1. There should only be one H1. And the first H2. And so if I'm putting the top level topic term here. And anyway, this site is brand new. I don't think it has any backlinks. None. I mean, I did an ID page, but I don't even think it's indexed yet. And this a very low competition area for sure. Not even all the pages on this site are indexed, but it's already ranking on page 1 for the tree service plus county, tree service plus Grundy, etc. So again, just you guys can go take a look at that. Buchanan looks like it should be pronounced Buchanan, but if you say Buchanan around here in this area, the people look at you like you're from Northern Virginia. Like they look at you like you're fucking crazy. So they say Buchanan. But anyways, you can take a look at that. Why I spent 2 weeks building this structure in high level so that it can be duplicated and deployed very, very quickly. Because it's a very powerful structure that I've proven over the last 2 years really performs very well for local search. So this is an example of one of those. Okay. And again, this template is fully available inside the mastermind. And the SOPs, I've just about got those completed for how to deploy these sites in high level. And there's also a similar version that I built in WordPress And that performs really well too. So, and I've got SOPs for that one too. So check it out.